Despite all of the challenges of continued instability and conflict, the CPR portfolio has managed to move ahead along the three main elements of the program. So we have the element of conflict prevention and peace building.
ساهمت منظمة UNDP والIOM في شكل ويش في تخطيط وفتح المسارات، وساهمت المنظمتان في نشر ثقافة السلام والتعايش السلمي وفض النزاعات بين الأفراد والجماعات بين المزارعين والرعاة.
Activities delivered during this year have focused mainly on the reconciliation processes and community dialogues, and as well as identification of peace dividends.
We've managed to support, even amidst an unfolding rebellion and conflict in South Kordofan, 5 new local peace processes that have managed to resist falling into violent conflict. There's an economic recovery and stabilization component.
The Darfur portfolio, which consists of a number of livelihoods projects, and those are mainly supporting the youth in Darfur to make sure that they got a decent job opportunities and income to support their families. Some of the main achievements of the livelihoods project is actually we had a very big breakthrough to work with the DAL group, expanding it into our engagement and partnership with the private sector.
Specific logistical things like how the trucks are going to be packed, because that will help us with our quality testing.
Groundnuts is now a focus area for us, and we're trying to raise the standard of groundnut production with the help of yourself, of UNDP, in a way that the farmers will benefit and we will benefit, and eventually Sudan should benefit.
The third element that we have is the climate change adaptation work.
The overall goal is to build farmers' resilience to adapt to climate change. More than 70% of the Sudanese population depend on natural resources and depend on farming practices.
What we are doing is helping the most vulnerable communities in 4 ecological zones in Sudan to adapt with the variability of rainfall. We appreciate the help we are getting from UNDP, and we get a lot of support from UNDP environmental unit.
The DDR is another key aspect of our recovery and stabilization component. And this year, we managed to provide reintegration support to another 12,000 ex-combatants.
After the government of Sudan have agreed with the international community that the UNMISS mandate is to be terminated, we joined back with UNDP. So we have been living together all this process since August 2004 and up to now with UNDP, working together, planning together and implementing together. And I think one of the very big achievements which we have come out in this process, that we have recognized, both of us as government and the UN, that you cannot implement DDR alone without a very strong community security and a small arms control program.
All of these program components are built on a solid evidence-based information management and risk assessment system, the Crisis Recovery Mapping and Analysis project.
We help support knowledge management with our clients, which are the government and other UN agencies.
ولأننا اطلعنا على الشراكات اللي كانت دائما تكون UNDP مع السودان في وقت مبكر، يعني في سنين طويلة مضت، لقينا انه هي الانسب في ان ندخل معها في شراكه في هذا العمل في دارفور، ولذلك هيأنا لزياره تقدمنا نحن بالدعوه لها للاخوه في قيادات UNDP.
Finally, I think one of the most important contributions that we may have made this year is the contribution to supporting the Darfur Doha peace document. We follow that with engagement and leadership by UNDP of the DJAM process, the Darfur Joint Assessment Mission, which is assessing the recovery needs and priorities for Darfur.
We are appealing to the international community, to the regional community, to the NGOs, to the private sector, to all those who all stand by the people of Darfur and Sudan at the difficult times. It is time for us to move from relief to recovery, from recovery to reconstruction, development, and having actually new new Darfur, new state, new Sudan.